tonight I felt like just having a little play at making some fun backgrounds, and I just got a new batch of Art Foamies in. So what I want to do is make a couple of backgrounds and then use some of these great Art Foamies. Let's see if I can get that because it's black, it's hard to see. This is one of the roses by Art by Marlene, and I have the stars by Art by Marlene, and then this one I have by Rebecca Meyer, another one that's a sun with script on it. I want to go ahead and get them on some fun backgrounds that I can cut out later and use in my stash for journaling. So the first thing I want to do is I've got my Gelli plate out from the Diane Reevely and Dina Wakley team up. It's the longer one. I'm going to go ahead and, of course I've got cat hair on it because my studio wouldn't be complete without that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some of my fabulous rich colored Dylusions paints on it. So I think I want to start with a little bit of the fresh lime. There we go. I want to just take a little bit and get it on here. There we go. Get that sealed up good again. I want to get that rolled out. So that can be part of my background. And I may just do a little rolling on this page to clean off the brayer. And let's see, what do we want with our green? How about a little bit of cherry pie? Just a few. Some fun drops. I'm trying to make sure I don't go down too far on the green so I don't get it. There we go. My little rag. Gonna blend that in a little. Just get a fun polka dot background going here without trying to make too much orange color. I want to take this. I'm probably going to end up just doing it this way rather than flipping it. So let's see, print number 1. There we go, there's print number 1. Now let me try to get something off of this side. And this paper I'm using is the mixed media paper from Canson. It comes in the spiral binder. And that's fabulous, I love that. Okay. So maybe just a few corner spots that I missed. And there we go. We have our first print. Now I want to go ahead and put, let's see, what color do I want to use over this? Or maybe I want to add a little bit of another color. Pink, green. Nope, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. And I'm going to take and put a little bit of the black out. I'm going to use this as my palette. And I want to go ahead and get some stars. And I think the first star I want to use, that one looks like tire treads. is this one with the swirls on it. Let's see if I can get that so you guys can see it. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to get it in here. Make sure I get it all set. And then I'm just going to make some impressions. Oh, I love the look of that. So this will be fun to cut up into strips or to make little circles punched out of, or just, you know, for a background on the go. There you go. My paint's starting to dry up, so I may only get 1 or 2 more impressions out of here, but I even like the faded ones a bit. Let's see if we can get a little corner there. And look at that. A quick, simple, fun background using Dylusions paints and Art Foamies. So if you like that, let's go ahead and do one more. We'll pick 2 other colors. I'll put that one aside. And let me get this cleaned off. And I will be right back. Okay. I am back. And I have another piece of paper, and I'm going to go ahead and set my stars away for a minute. I'll leave that one out so I can wash it off. And next I want to play with this rose from Art by Marlene, because I just love, let's see if I can get it to, I'm going to have to stamp it for you guys to really be able to see the really, really cool look of it. I actually used it with some alcohol lifting, and this is what the rose ends up looking like. This one here. And this is using the alcohol lifting, but that's a different video. You can find that on my channel too. So getting back to this background, since I have this great rose, I want to get some real, like some blue and some purple, and kind of make it really fun and funky. Maybe put some orange in there. So let me go ahead and get a little bit of the blue down. I'm sorry, purple. I swear I know my colors. Make sure my spatula is cleaned off. Get this mixed up a little bit. My paints are starting to thicken a little. I'm going to have to add a little bit of water to them. I want to get some purple down. So let's get the purple rolled out to start with. And that's pretty thick on there. I'm going to wipe off the remnants on a scrap piece this time, because I did get quite a bit of purple on there and I want it a little thinner than that. This will make for a great background for something else. Now let's get some of that orange on there. And this is the Pure Sunshine. Where'd my purple go? I used just so I remember. And then let's get some of that vibrant turquoise. That is one of my favorite colors to use. And as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. So let's get this . And we may get a bit of mud. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna get that tightly put back on there. Alright, now that I've got everything else on here, I just wanna, there we go. I'm not gonna try to overblend it because I wanna see some of that purple. I'll leave it just like that. That's gonna be very, there you go. Sorry, the roller is making it go out of focus. And now, for the fun part, the prints. Alright, gonna do it this way. A little different this time. And pick it up. See? I'm gonna do this side. And then I'm gonna take it down the middle. And there is the background for the roses. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you. That came out very, very cool. Now I don't want to waste this great paint that's on here because it's still got some great coloring. So I'm going to grab some of my handy deli paper I always keep around for while I'm doing prints to try and get the rest of that print off. Because the Dylusions paints do dry super fast, so I'm just going to try to keep, I might have to wet it a little. I'm just loving these colors. And even that's going to be great for a background that can be cut up later. It's getting all these awesome prints. I will clean that off with some baby wipes afterwards. Now let's get back to the stamping. So, since I have this one still covered in purple, I'm going to get out my smaller Dylusions block, and let's see if this should work on here. And to make it easier, I'm going to grab my other black paint, just some regular Americana paint, a little easier to pour out, it doesn't dry quite as quickly. I want to get because the foamies will absorb the paint, so I want to make sure I get a good, really good coating on this one. And here we go. I just love the look of this. And now that is going to be super cool to cut out and add to some of my collage pages. What I really need to be using is one of my art buddies right now. I need to just get one of them out. Now an art buddy can be purchased with your art foamy, or you don't have to purchase it, it's optional, but what it does is it will hold the paint for you and it makes it a much easier surface to pick paint off of, and you can do multiple prints at once. And you can get more prints at a time. I just want to make sure I get this spread out evenly, so I have enough on here to get the whole rose. I can already see the paint seeping back into that. So yeah, these art buddies you can order when you go to order from the Art Foamies website, and I'll put their link below. You can say you want it with or without an art buddy, and that's all these are. So now what it does is it really loads it up, so I can just keep doing multiple prints at once, and I don't necessarily have to go right back and keep, you know, reprinting it over and over, re-inking it right away. I am loving this background. I'm so excited. I love the Dylusions paints with it. It's just so vibrant. Here we go. Check that out. And then, because I don't want it to go to waste, do some off the edge pieces. And check out that for a fun, funky background. Beautiful colorings. So it's really easy, you know, just some jelly printing, some Dylusions paints, some great Art Foamies. Especially, you know, the Art by Marlene line is always awesome. So I hope this gave you some ideas to crack out some of that paint, you know, just create some backgrounds, and then you have awesome images to cut out, or you can add to your journal page. This may inspire something. You can cut it out into smaller sections, use it as backgrounds for trading cards, use this as a cute background for a birthday card. You can add some glitter. You can even, I believe, do embossing with the Art Foamies, because they're just like other stamps, so you could even do some embossing and glittering over top of it. So just some little ideas to give you for using up some of your paints and your stamps that you haven't used in a while. So if you liked the video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my latest releases. And as always, happy crafting and happy journaling.